This is a super fabulous full body strength class with one of my favorite core strengtheners at the end. For class today, you need a chair and 2 sets of weights, one that you consider light, one that you consider heavy. You're also welcome to use no weights at all. The rule for all of these strength training classes is that we do not add a load or increase the load until we're competent and confident in the exercise. And I'll be offering you a ton of modifications and adjustments throughout our class. Let's get started. Before we get started, we want to make sure that our back is long. So the way that you do that is you're sitting on your chair and you're pushing your hands into your thighs and you're using your strength, press down to find your length. And this is what we want to keep throughout our class today. We want to keep our back extended. It's the most important thing, more important than how much weight we're lifting. So we're here, we're pushing down, we're keeping our back long. And now we're going to do something called sit to stands. So the hands are at our chest and we're going to come up and down 12 times. Now, if you need a break, you do it 6 times. Or you stay down and you continue to just extend your spine. What we're trying to do is land gently. Modifications. If you feel this in your knees, you can go a little bit wider with your legs. If you feel this in your back, you can use your hands as I'm demonstrating now. Let's get 2 more times. Let's get 1 more time. We're going to stay standing. We're going to turn around. We're going to face our chair. We're going to take our left leg or our left foot onto the chair. We're going to push our hands into our thigh and find that long back. So our back might feel tight, and what we're doing is we're finding space by using the strength in our arms to find the length in our body. And then we're going to switch. So that was sit to stands, a good basic strength builder for our lower body and our balance. But now, press down your hands, we're going to add in that impact that I was talking about in the beginning of class. And these are called stomp squats. But if you need a break, you're not going to stomp. You're going to continue sit to standing. So we're here, and key is that your back is long. So find that. Now, can you hinge forward from the hips? Okay. Now, your hands are at your chest, and instead of standing and sitting like we just did, we're going to stomp our feet. Stomp and up. Let's do that again. One of my favorite exercises for building bone density, no matter what your age. And if it's too difficult, cancel the stomp. If you can, we have 4 more times. Keep your back super long and maybe make a little bit more noise if possible. Right? Let's get 2 more times. Stomp, stand. 1 more time. Stomp, stand. Stay up. Turn around. Left foot on the chair. Push down again. So let's reclaim the length in our back. If you push down firmly with your hands, you'll also feel a nice stretch in that opposite right hip. Push into the left inner heel, lift the chest. Excellent. Other side. So press the right foot down, push down, lift up. Now use the strength in your arms, press down to find the length in your body. You will also feel a slight stretch on the left hip. Excellent. Come down. We're going to do that 1 more time. I think for most of us, we don't need to add a weight. We just want to really work on the form and try and get 20 reps. But you are absolutely welcome to hold a light weight at your chest if you feel very proficient and confident in the exercise. We do not add a weight until we're competent in the exercise. I'm going to get my hands on my chest and extend from the spine. How many are we doing? We're going for 15. Here we go. Stomp and up, down. Stomp and up, down. 3. Feel free to take a break. 4. Feel free to do every other one. 5. And if you feel like you could use more of a challenge, stomp your feet with a little bit more impact. Excellent. We're in number 7. We're halfway there. Down, stomp, and lift. If you feel like you could do, 20 more, next time you come to this exercise, you will hold a weight at your chest. Let's get 4 more. Excellent. Maybe a little bit more of a stomp. Make a lot of noise. Excellent. Let's get 3 more. Love these for you. Let's get 2 more. 1 more time. Stomp, lift, stay up, please. Please hinge from your hips and take your hands to your chair. So what we're looking for is a relatively level back. And if you feel like this is too much on your back today, what you would do is that you would build up your chair and use a yoga block on top of it. But let's say we can have our hands firmly on our chair and find the hinge in your back. Pull the hips back, reach the scalp forward, push into your left inner foot, and take your right leg up. So now we're working on glute strength and balance. If it's way too much for you, stand up, take a break, it's all right. If it's way too little, lower your right hip as you lift your right thigh. Excellent. Bring yourself up. So what we're really looking for is a long back as we work on balance. Hinge at the hips, hands on your chair. If this is too much, use an extra yoga block or even get your hands on the wall. Push into your right inner foot, take the left leg up. Hips are level. Lift the left thigh more. Reach your scalp towards the mirror. Excuse me, not the mirror, the wall. Take a deep breath, inhale and exhale. Excellent. Bring yourself up. We're going to come back to that exercise, but now we're going to do one more stomping or impact movement. Your hands will be at the wall, or your hands can also be on your chair. And what we're going to do is come up and down, kind of easy for this first round, with our heels. So your heels come up and your heels come down. Now for a lot of us, if your ankles feel stiff and you haven't done this for a while, this will be more than enough. And this is in many, many of our classes, our strength training classes, just to work on balance, ankle mobility, and calf strength. Let's get 4 more times. Let your heels come down evenly. Let's get 3 more. Excellent. 2 more. 1 more time. And down. Take a second there. So now we're going to add the impact to this. So when we come down, we're going to push or make a noise with our heels. But if you're unsure, you can do the exercise we just did. How many are we going to do? 10. Fingertips on the wall or on the back of the chair if a wall is not accessible to you. And let's do this one together. Lift, press. Now, press. Because I'm coming down to my mat, you might not hear this, but I'd love you guys to try and make a bit of a sound. And as your heels come down, your toes will come up. Let's get 4 more. More experienced students, and that's everyone because we've been living in our body for at least a few decades. Can you get the inner heel down as quickly as the outer heel? Excellent. Step away. So good. Come back to your chair and once again, hinge over from your hips. Catch your breath. Feel the muscles in your lower legs, responding to the challenge you just gave it. Find the hinge in your hips and once again, lift up the right leg. All right? Now, level your hips as best you can. Both hands are on the chair. Push into the left inner heel and then take your left hand to your back. So this looks familiar because it's very much like alternate arm and leg, which we do in many of our core strengthening classes. Left arm is up, right leg is up, right hand is down. Find your left hip and pull it back. If this is too much, left arm is down. Use your left hand to insist upon the length in your back. That comes down, we come up. Let's get the other side. So here's balance, mobility, and strength all in one exercise. So we're coming over, both hands down. And if anything's too much, you're going to keep both hands down. Then the left leg comes up, right? And this might be enough if you haven't done this for a while, right? Or had a lot of coffee this morning and you don't want to balance. Pull your right hip back and then take your right hand to your back. And what I love about having the hand on the back is you can gently push your palm into your back and insist upon the length in your back versus the rounding that might happen if we're not paying attention. Pull right hip back, reach scalp away from the tailbone, lift left leg a little bit higher. 3 friends need to lower their left hip. Is that you? Excellent. Bring that down. Bring yourself up. So good. We're going to do one more round of the impact heel drops. Fingertips on the wall, and this can also be done without a wall if you want more of a balanced challenge. But the goal of this one is to get that impact, to give that signal or send that signal to your bones to regenerate, to get stronger. Fingertips on the wall. Here we go. Lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. That's 3. How many? 10. Drop. Let's get 5 more. More experienced students, can you drop your heels evenly and really make a noise? But if it feels too much, do a little bit less. Let's get 2 more times. Excellent. 1 more time. So good. Hands are at the wall. Walk your feet out. Take your left foot forward and push your right inner heel into the floor, stretching the calf. Take a second here, lengthen your spine, and then take the opposite leg, that'd be the left foot back, right foot forward. Looking for a mini calf stretch, push into your left inner heel, pivot from the hips, feel a stretch in the lower leg. Such good work. And then bring yourself up. So now we're going into upper body strengthening, and we're going to be doing bent over rows with our weights. But before we add the weight, let's practice the form. We're going to pivot at the hips. So if we're starting at 12 o'clock, we're going over, let's call that 1 o'clock, and then most of us, 2 o'clock is more than enough. The key with this one is that your back is long. If you feel like your back is rounding, you can come up a bit or use the chair. Now, we're going to keep that form and pick up our weight. If you've done this before with me, absolutely could use the heavier weight. It's a compound movement. We can usually handle the heavier weight, but if you're not sure, use the lighter one. Roll the shoulders back, pivot from your hips. Remember what I said about 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, and then the elbows go up, higher than the back. Let's continue. Here we go. And again, so we're going to lift and lower. Now, as you come up, your elbows get higher than your back. And I'd like to do what we call a squeeze factor. So what does that mean? It means come up, elbows in, and then come down. Come up, elbows in, and then come down. Let's get 2 more. Super fabulous. 1 more time. Hold it, elbows in, and then bring yourself up. And then the way that you put down the weights is you always bend your knees to put down the weights. Lace your hands around your back. So open up the shoulder blades. What we're doing is we're doing the opposite movement of what we just did. Excellent. Bring that down. Take a moment. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to do that 1 more time. If you felt like the weights were too heavy, go lighter. If you feel like the weights are too light, go heavier. Remember, we do not increase a load or increase a weight until we're proficient, competent in the exercise. Please pick up your choice of weights. Hold 1 in each hand. Take a moment, roll the shoulders back, pivoting over from the hips. Here we go. So we're going to lift, elbows in, and then come down. Now, if you feel like this is too much on your back, do one side at a time with one hand on a chair, and we have other videos, other classes demonstrating that one. How many more? 6 more times. So up, squeeze factor, pull in, and then release. Up, squeeze factor, pull in, and then release. 3 more. Up, squeeze factor, pull in, and then release. 2 more. Up, in, release. 1 more time. Up, in, release. Body comes up, and then of course we bend the knees when we put that down. Please take your chair again and place your left foot on your chair. But now we're going to add in a bit of a twist. So left foot on the chair, left hand onto the inside of the left thigh, twist away from the left leg. As you twist away, push right hand into back, push left hand into thigh, gently spin left ribs to right, really important, keeping your back long. Other side. Take the foot here. Take the right foot on, right? Right hand inside of the thigh. Left hand lower back. Rotate. What's happening here is right hand is pushing into the inner thigh. Left hand is reminding your back to stay long. Gently rotating right ribs to left. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. One more like that. Excellent. And then come back to the center. Bring yourself down. Next exercise, we're using the chair. We're doing an exercise called sweeps. And it's very much like a bent over row or tricep kickback, but the arm is straight. So pick up, let's start with your light weight. Your left foot is forward, your right leg is back, your left hand is on the chair. The weight is hanging, we have a long back, and think about the weight being at, let's say, 6 o'clock. And then with a straight arm, you take it back to 9 o'clock, and then you slowly come down. So unlike tricep kickbacks, where we're moving from the elbow joint, we are now moving from the shoulder joint. At the top of the movement, squeeze the arm, right? Extend the elbow even more than usual, and come down. So what are we working? We're working on the back of the shoulder, and the back of the arm. We're working on the lats, the rear deltoids, and the tricep. Let's get 4 more times. So we squeeze on top. Excellent. Not easy. 3 more. Squeeze on top. Good. 2 more. These are called sweep. It's as if you're sweeping up until your right arm is parallel to the floor. 1 more time. Love these. And then bring yourself up. Other side. I'm just going to flip my chair so you guys have a visual. What's happening is the weight is in the left hand. The right foot is forward. The right hand is on the chair. This starts at 6 o'clock. And then it goes back, we'll call that 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So it's a straight arm. The moving joint is the shoulder joint. Your back is as long as possible. We're on number 3. Excellent. And then come down. We're on number 4. And then come down. Try and pull your right hip back as you extend your scalp towards the wall in front of you. Let's get 4 more times and try it, and it's a hard one, to really squeeze when you get to the top. Always go a little bit slower than you think you need to. 2 more. Take a moment. Excellent. 1 more time. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Super fabulous. And then come up. Please bend your knees when you put down that weight. Take both arms out and flex them back. So what we're trying to do here is reach your fingertips a little bit past the level of the chest. Open up your chest, pull the hands back, take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Excellent. And then come down. So we're going to stay with that same theme, but we're going to change the movement to hair. The first exercise was a sweep. This exercise is a tricep kickback. So let's pick up the same weight. Right hand, left foot is forward, and set up the same way. But the difference is, instead of moving from the shoulder, we're going to move from the elbow. So what you do is you pull your arm up, and your elbow stays above the level of your torso, and then we extend. So it's a tricep kickback. Done this in many of our classes. And the key or the secret with this one, and I've been doing this one for 42 years, is that you squeeze it when you get to the top of the movement. And you take your time and you really work on the squeeze factor. As if you want to really, really take a moment to feel the back of your upper arm. And if it's too heavy, put down the weight and do it with no weight. No worries at all. Let's get 3 more times. Take a second here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2 more. Really isolating the back of the upper arm with a tricep kickback. 1 more time. Hold it. Excellent. Bring yourself up. So that was the right arm. Now let's do the left. I'm going to flip my chair so you guys have a visual, but you don't have to do that. You just need to have the right foot forward, the left foot back, the right hand on the chair. The elbow comes up and you level your hips as best you can. And then we extend. So the moving joint, and let's get 12. The moving joint is the elbow joint. The upper arm, number 3, is very stationary. When your arm extends, you take an extra moment with what we like to call the squeeze factor. Let's get 4 more. Take a moment here and make a mental note. Is it too light? If it's too light, next time use a heavier weight. If it's too heavy, put it down and continue the movement or the exercise without the weight at all. Let's get one more time. Hold it. Excellent work. Bring yourself up. Please bend your knees when you put down the weight. Lace your hands behind the back. Straighten the arms as best you can. Lift the chest. If possible, press the palms together. Super fabulous stretch in your shoulders and your chest. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. One more like that. And exhale. Relax from there. Please pick up your heavier weight for bicep curls. And I suggest you do these standing up, but if you're very, very tired, you can do them sitting down. Standing up gives you more bang for your buck. It gives you more of a challenge factor, a balance factor, and a core factor. The weights are at your sides, and your palms are facing in. Everything is still except your left arm to start, and you curl it up. And then you slowly come down. And what you're trying to do, and I'll show you this way, is you're trying to keep your body relatively still as one side at a time moves. There are multiple ways to do this exercise, but this is one of the optimal ways. Finishing one repetition totally before you get to the next repetition. If you feel really exhausted or it's too much on your back, you can sit down or pick up a lighter weight. If you're like, I love these, I'm so glad we're doing these today, Winnie, what I'd like you to do is refine the movement by leading with the pinky, right? So the way you could think about it is let the pinky side of your hand come up first before your thumb. And if you swing a little bit, give yourself a little leeway, but if you find yourself like totally going like this, the weight is too heavy. We need to teach our body to do things well. And your body responds by getting fitter and stronger. Let's get one more each way. Last one. Excellent. Please bend your knees when you put down the weights. And then lace your hands behind your back one more time, but take the non-dominant grip, the grip you did not take before. Squeeze your palms, and this time keep your elbows bent, and think about drawing the elbows towards each other, as if there is or was a magnet there. Elbows are bent for this one. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Excellent. Release that. Now, we have one more set of bicep curls, but what I'd like you to do is that instead of picking up your heavy weight, pick up the lightest weights you have. And if it feels like it's too heavy, you could always put them down. So pick up the lightest weights you have, and I want to show you something. We're going to do the same exercise, but instead of alternating arms, we're going to do both at once. It's a whole different experience, and I'd like you to see the difference. They're both correct. So light weights in the hands. The palms are facing in or your thighs, and then without swinging too much, we're going to curl them up and down. So is this better than the other one? No, but it's different. It's asking a heck of a lot more on your core strength, because if your core was not working, please keep going. We're at number 4, we're going for 10. If your core was not working, you'd be going like this, right? If you feel like it's too heavy, you have choices. You always have choices. You could start doing them one side at a time. But if you feel like it's simply different, please stay with it and give yourself the grace and patience to be a beginner and to learn something new about the body you've lived in all your life and about an exercise that maybe we've already done, but there are always ways to optimize it, to tweak it, to do it in a different way. Let's get 2 more times. Love these. It's okay if it's challenging. Let's get one more time. Excellent work. Notice the amount of weights you lifted and how it felt for you today. And then please bend your knees when you put down the weight. We're going to pivot at the hips and we're going to take the hands back to the chair. We're going to find our best posture, right? So that means your back is long. From here, we're going to push into our left hand and we're going to take the right arm up. And we're going to allow ourselves, I'm going to step back so you can see a full view. You're going to allow ourselves to gently rotate, to stretch the bicep. What we just worked, we're going to flex the hand, woo, and pull it back. This should feel good. And then we're going to bring that down. I'm going to get the other side. So we're going to first lengthen from the back, and then we're going to take the left arm up, right? Allow your left hip to come up, keep your back long, flex your hand, and pull it back. Take a deep breath, inhale, and exhale. One more like that, and exhale. And then slowly, slowly, bring that down and bring yourself up. We're going to lie down on our back, and we're going to have one light weight close by. And we're going to be doing a variation of dead bug exercise. But first, I'd like to do it without any weight at all. So we're lying down, and we're going to have our hands on the hips, keeping our back long. And we're going to take our legs up to a tabletop. From here, we're going to extend the left leg out, and then the right leg. And we're going to try and keep our back relatively still as we do this. If for any reason this is too much for you today, you're going to have one foot at a time on the floor, or go into a bridge or a core strengthener that serves you today, because these can be challenging, but that's why we're breaking it down step by step. Excellent. So now the feet come down, and you're going to pick up your light weight or your lightest weights, and you're going to hold it in your hands like this. If you feel nervous about that, you can use a yoga block instead. Then we're going to take both legs up to tabletop. Then the weight is going to go back as one leg comes out. As the weight goes back, the elbow has a slight bend. But what we want to do, if possible, is keep the torso still. If this is ridiculous for you, it's ridiculous today, and then please do it holding a yoga block or no weight at all. My more experienced students that have done variations like this with me, I'd like you to focus on keeping your ribs down. Let's get a few more times. Weighted dead bugs, right? 3 more. If it's too much on your back, you can also work on getting your leg more towards the ceiling. For more of a challenge, you can extend the leg more towards the floor, as I'm demonstrating now. Let's get one more time. Excellent. Feet down, relax the arms. We're going to do that one more time, but we're going to go a little bit slower, because sometimes slower is better because we get into the nooks and crannies of the exercise. If the weight was too heavy, no need to use it. Use a yoga block or no weight. We have that light weight over. We have the legs up. Extend the left leg. The weight comes back, and we pause. 1, 2, 3, and then we come up. Other leg. We take it back, and we pause. Ribs down. Not easy. And then come back a few more times. Extend the left leg. If it's too much, left leg goes towards the ceiling. And then come back. And then again, extend, extend, extend. And then come back one more time. Extend, extend, extend. Going slow builds capacity, competency, and strength. Feet down, weight down. Carefully put the weight to the side. Bring yourself over and sit in any relatively comfortable seated position. Take a second here and notice how your whole body feels. We've worked every single muscle in the body in different ways. We've moved through different ranges of motions, and we've also challenged our balance, coordination, and overall just paying attention to what's going on in our body. Know that exercise works when you know how to work it. Such great work. Remember that exercise works when you know how to make it work for you. Let me know how this went for you, and let me know which exercise was your favorite. Was it the stomp squats? Was it the heel drops? Was it the sweeps or the kickbacks? Or was it my favorite, the dead bugs? Keep this feeling of strength and potential with you throughout your day. And remember, exercise works when you know how to work it.